Hello my dear students, welcome to biology first paper class. How are you everybody? Hope you all are well. Today I am going to discuss about a member of Chlorophyta division, that is genus Elothris. So today's topic is genus Elothris, and today we are going to talk about the systematic position of Elothris, vegetative structure of Elothris and reproduction of Elothris. So let's see the systematic position of Elothris. Elothris is the word which is come from two Greek words, that is elos means wool and thrix means thread. So Elothris is green algae in the division of Chlorophyta. It is non-branching filamentous green algae and generally found growing abundantly in clean and cold water of springs and slow running stream and river. In young stage it remains attached to the substratum, but later on it floats on the water surface. Now let's see the systematic position of Elothris. Elothris belongs to the kingdom Plantae, division Chlorophyta, class Chlorophyceae, order Elotrichalis, family Elotrichaceae, and genus Elothris. Now let's see the vegetative structure of Elothris. First one, thallus is filamentous, multicellular, long and unbranched. Here filamentous means thread-like structure and multicellular means they have different cells which are performing different function. Second one is plant's body is differentiated into basal cell, middle cell and apical cell. Basal cells are colorless, long and remain attached to the substratum. Here in the figure, this one is a basal cell and this one is a long, colorless. In the basal cell there is no chloroplast. Basal cell is also called holdfast. Generally, the cell of Elothris are balloon-like structure. The length of the basal cell is less than wide. Except basal cell and apical cell, other cells of the filaments are similar in structure and shape. These cells are called middle cell. And the uppermost cell is semicircular, known as apical cell. All the cell contains chloroplast and a nucleus except basal cell. Number 3. Cells are arranged in a single row. That means each filament is made up of many cells and they are arranged in a single row. The cell wall consists of two layers. Outer layer is made up of protopectin, which is insoluble in water and slippery, and the inner layer is made up of cellulose. Filament is bright green color, so they are autotrophic. They can make their own food. Except holdfast, all cell contains chloroplast. With the help of holdfast, Elothris attached its body with any substratum. Each cell has girdle-shaped chloroplast, a nucleus which present in the center, and one or more pyrenoids are present in the chloroplast. Pyrenoid is a proteinous substance. Each cell contains dense cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm there is vacuole present. Sexual reproduction is isogamous. Let's see the reproduction of Elothris. Elothris reproduces by vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction method. Vegetative reproduction. It takes place by chance but not by regular method of multiplication. In the figure, if you observe that in this case the filament of Elothris breaks up into two or more parts and each part is capable of converting itself into a new filament. Vegetative reproduction takes place by the fragmentation. fragmentation. Vegetative cells of Ulothrix breaks into small pieces accidentally. Each fragments develop into a new filament. Now let's see the asexual reproduction process. Asexual reproduction takes place in winter during its active growth. Asexual reproduction usually takes place by the formation of gamete, zoospore, aplonospore, acanity, and pamela-stage. Zoospores produce in the favorable condition, but aplonospore, acanity, and pamela-stage develop in unfavorable condition. In case of Ulothrix, zoospores are quadriflagellated. Here, quadriflagellated means zoospores having 4 flagella. Everybody observe the figure. In the figure, all other cells of filament except the basal cell are able to produce zoospore. The process of producing zoospores occurs in the down cells, gradually starting from the top. At this time, protoplast of a cell being somewhat compressed move away from the body of the wall. Then the cell is divided into 2 divisions of longitudinal base. According to the species, 2 to 32 zoospores are born by 2 or more than 2 divisions. Here in the cell there are produces many zoospores, and zoospores having 4 flagella. After maturation, the zoospores are liberated through a pore developed on the side wall of gametangium. That means zoospores. The cell which produces zoospores, they are called zoosporangium. Initially the zoospores remain in the mucilous vessels. This one is a mucilous vessels. The vessels soon dissolve and zoospores are liberated. The zoospores can swim for different period of time, and zoospores come in contact with suitable substratum. They lose their flagella and get attached. The cell divides horizontally. The cell which attach to the substratum, these are called holdfast, and upper cell forms the filament through repeated cell division. And in this way, the Ulothrix completes its asexual reproduction process. Now let's see the sexual reproduction process of Ulothrix. Towards the end of growing season, they reproduces by sexual means. The sexual reproduction is isogamous, that is the union between similar gametes. The fusion takes place between the gametes developed in different filaments, that is they are heterothallic or dioecious. Morphologically, gametes are similar to the microzoospores. They are produced in the gametangia. Depending on the species, the number of gametes may 8 to 64. They are biflagellated, similar in size. Though the gametes are morphologically similar, they are physically different. In the figure, this one is a male filament and other one is a female filament. Except holdfast, each cell of the filament can give rise to 8 to 64 gametes. These gamete producing cells of the filaments are called gametangia. Inside the gametangia, a thin layer structure vesicle is formed, from which gametes comes out and float over water surface. These are called male gamete and female gamete. When 2 different gametes come together and fuse to form quadriflagellated zoospore, after some time it rests on the bottom of the pond. At the same time, its 4 flagella disintegrated and a wall is formed surrounding it. It is called zygote. After taking rest for a long time, it divides mitotically to form 16 zoospores. 16 zoospores, and they are germinated to give rise to new filament. That means new electrix is formed by this process of sexual reproduction. Okay everybody, today up to this. Thank you.